Live with Kelly and Mark's namesake hosts, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, have been married for many years and have many stories about those years together. The couple married in Las Vegas 28 years ago and have 3 adult children who have moved out, making them empty nesters. They love to share stories from when their kids were little. Recently, the couple shared a story about when their children were young and an outing that did not end happily. Although it happened a long time ago, Kelly still has some feelings about what happened and felt the need to let Mark know precisely how she felt on the show. The issue bothered Kelly so much that she could not let it go, even though Mark said he could laugh about it now. When Mark brought up this story, the host chat got a bit tense, and it was clear that Kelly was still mortified by what happened. Kelly shares that she is still deeply uncomfortable 15 years later. Kelly told the audience that she once tried clamming on Long Island and was quickly shut down because she needed a license after Mark brought up a lady who was fined $88,000 for the same thing. ABC 30 News reported that in Pismo Beach, a mom was fined after her children collected 72 clams that she thought were seashells. Eventually, the fine was reduced to $500, but the ordeal reminded Kelly about her run-in with the authorities. Then Mark brought up a time when they were at the beach, and birds were flying around the mounds of sand and dive-bombing them, kids and all. Mark shared that a man approached them and said, "You need to leave those birds alone." This resulted in an exchange of words between the men. While Mark thought he knew the guy from somewhere, they just yelled at each other and went on their way. So, as luck would have it, Mark did know the guy. He was a friend of theirs, Marcy's boyfriend, and when they all showed up at a dinner party, things were indeed awkward. The guys are dear friends and laugh over the misunderstanding, according to Mark. He calls him the Birdman and loves him dearly. However, Kelly does not have the same feelings as she shared with Mark and the audience. "I don't really laugh. 15 years later, I am still deeply uncomfortable." Another family friend, Andy Cohen, was back in trying to stump Mark again. Andy Cohen stopped by Live again to catch up with his friends, Kelly and Mark. The last time he was on the show, he loved playing Stump Mark and wanted to try to stump Mark this time. Mark had 2 choices. "I stuck chiclets up my nose and needed a doctor to remove them," or "I skinny dipped on Summer House and demanded they edit it out." He easily guessed that Andy had stuffed the candy up his nose. Mark proves once again that he is a fierce competitor in Stump Mark.